Being an expert in real estate here in Washington, D.C., it's more than just knowing about the real estate. It's knowing about the history of the communities that we serve. It's serving the communities that we're doing the work in, and it's communicating with the people whose lives are impacted here by the work that we do. You know, there's a lot of communities, there's a lot of neighborhoods, and knowing, the roots of those neighborhoods, kind of how we are impacted by the development that's happening here, but also reflecting on the importance of Native Washingtonians and how they embrace the city, about the politics, about the restaurants, about the theaters, the museums. All of it is a good blend. And if you don't know it all, it's hard to become an expert in just real estate. You can't come here and just, sell a house or have someone buy a house. You gotta sell the community. You gotta know the community. And so that's kind of my angle of what I bring to this real estate community here in Washington, D.C. It's about the community, and it's embracing it and all that it has to offer. During my time here as a realtor over the past few years, I have had the opportunity to work with developers as well. And that work with developers has provided me some insight into how neighborhoods look at development, how developers should reflect on what the community needs are, and how the government gets involved with the development process. And so that has brought me insight, has brought me awareness, has brought me to a point where, the work that I do is impacted not only by, the two people in the transaction, it's impacted by a myriad of folks who are impacted by that one transaction. And so I think that has been my greatest insight in some of the things that I've learned through the work that I've done. Over the years, I've helped over 100 people in the Metro DC area buy and sell homes here. And they have covered the gamut. It's been from single professionals to folks who just got married, to people who have had their first child, to people who are looking for their retirement home. And so it's been a good blend of people, and over 100 of them, I'm sure more than that. But it's been a great opportunity just to, really reflect on the diversity of people that live here and the people who want to live here. The biggest challenge that people face when they come to the Metro DC market is they say that it's out of reach. I can't afford to live here. But I always tell people you can't afford to live here. It's just a matter of what are your expectations and what are your priorities. And so I try to keep those in perspective, and I always try to encourage people, get something, buy something, because that something that you buy will give back to you and your family tenfold as you move forward in life. I hope that my clients realize that real estate is just not the home that you have. It's your future. It's an investment. It's not only an investment for you, but it's also a future investment for your family. It can do so much for you. It can do things that you may not have even imagined. It can financially support those goals and aspirations that you might have moving forward for yourself and for your families. To find out more how you can buy, sell, or invest in real estate in the DMV, follow me on my social media platforms at Shaw Sells DC. Visit my website at shawsellsdc.com or subscribe to my YouTube channel.